And by Arizona, he means Indiana. So let's get that straight right off the bat. So Walmart, because going to Target requires a shower. That's why we choose Walmart. We also choose Walmart because it's cheap therapy, okay? You're feeling down on yourself. You're not successful, you're not in shape, you don't look good. Go to Walmart, take a look around, and you'll leave feeling much better about yourself. Right? I know. I'm from a small town in Indiana. Let's reiterate that. And it's Logansport, Indiana. You've never heard of it. And we've just received one of the highest honors. We just got the second largest Walmart in the nation. Yeah! Now stop clapping, because it's not the largest. We're not that cool. We never will be. Being from a small town in Indiana, when I was moving to LA, everybody questioned the move, They were really involved. They were asking my mom, aren't you a little nervous about Lauren moving to LA? And my mom, she'd answer the same way every time. She'd be like, oh no, if someone kidnapped Lauren, they'd probably drive down a few blocks and toss her back out. Thanks, Mom. Thanks. That's the family I come from. It's great. I actually just got back from Indiana, and I spent a lot of time with my sister and her 3 kids. So, thank you. You guys know what that means. Hanging out with her was like hanging out with someone who has Tourette's. Okay? It was hard to get through a conversation with her. She'd start out being like, yeah, I had to pick the kids up from daycare, and Mason, sit down or you don't get any biscuits! And yeah, then we had to stop by Dad's office, say, hey, no popsicles for anyone! How's LA? She didn't even notice or anything about the outburst. She just kept on going through every conversation we had. And every time she'd yell, I'd be like, ah. And she'd just go on, you know what I mean? Just glide right through. I feel like moms get away with a lot of stuff if they're shouting it at their children, you know what I mean? At one point she said something like, all right, no one's going anywhere ever again. It's the most empty threat ever, and all the kids are like, no, we're sorry. Just tell us what we need to do. It's you guys, you have to go to school. You have to go somewhere eventually. Calm down. It's so funny. It made me remember something my mom always used to tell me. She'd always be like, I brought you into this world, and I can take you out of it. Yes, you guys have all got that one, right? It's I don't know what that means. Exactly, she brought me into this world, but death? Did my mom just give me a death threat? It's extremely nerve-wracking, Yeah, but I spent a lot of time with my 3 nephews. Did I mention they were all boys? And they're ages 5, 3, and 1 years old. And I remember my 5-year-old nephew was looking at me funny, and I was like, what's up, bro? And he's like, how old are you? And I was curious. I'm like, how old do you think I am? He's like, 270? I was like, I'm not that old. And he's like, relax, it's under 100. I'm like, I know I started seeing wrinkles on my skin, but I'm 270 years old. It's very upsetting, guys. It's very disheartening to hear that from somebody, even though he's only 5. But it made me remember what I used to think when I was a little kid. I remember someone told me they were 25 once, and I said, 25? Do you have grandkids? I said that. I was like, gosh, I was the worst. Seriously. And then later on that day, I remember I went to the bathroom and tried the door handle, and it was locked. And I was like, what the? And then all of a sudden I hear, yeah. I'm like, he's busy, okay? It's my 3-year-old nephew in there. And I just hear him going through a lot, sweating it out probably. Once he gets out, he walks right up to me and he's like, today my poop looked like a penis. pretty accurate, but but also made me worry because I was like, what's it look like on other days? You know? I was like, good, that's great. And then I remember as it was like starting to get around 8 o'clock, my sister's like, oh, I gotta put Ashton to bed, which is my 1-year-old nephew. He's a ginger baby, so he's very special to my heart. Obviously, gotta keep those close. And she's like, we need a book to read to him. He likes that. I'm like, most 1-year-olds like that, but okay, I'm in. And she's like, oh, I can't find one anywhere. Oh, this'll do. And she grabs the Indiana State Fair program. The Indiana State Fair program of events. She walks into the room, and I hear her say things like, the swine barn is located at the West Pavilion. Cool. I'm like, oh no. I come from a family that's ghetto. This is what this is. This is what this is. She moves on. I hear her say something like, new this year, the colossal grilled cheese sandwich. 3 breaded mozzarella sticks stuck between 2 slices of Swiss cheese, stuck between 2 slices of cheddar cheese, all pressed between 2 slices of sourdough bread, with a salted caramel milkshake to boot. Sounds yummy. I'm like, sounds like diarrhea. I mean, you don't have to be lactose intolerant, and you'd have uncomfortable pain after that. That's all I'm saying, right? I mean, Indiana, like, that's new this year, like, that's what you're promoting. Okay, that's Indiana for you. They have crazy food like that, deep fried, whatever you want, deep fried your finger, I don't know, you know? And they also have very conservative rules, okay? I remember in middle school, they had this rule about shorts, that you couldn't wear shorts shorter than your fingertip length with your arms next to your sides. That was a rule. That's not an inches rule. That's a rule about your genetics, your arm length. And unfortunately, I was born with the longest arms, I swear, because my shorts had to be this length. They don't make shorts that length, people. They don't make shorts that length. And I remember there was a girl in my class, and I'll never forget her. What was her name again? She had the shortest arms you've ever seen. Oh, she had the shortest arms. She looked weird in person, but for the shorts rule, came in handy, okay? And she'd come to school with like the shortest shorts you've ever seen, like barely any jean material was there, okay? She'd walk up in school being cool, and the teachers would see the jean material. They'd make eye contact with the jean material, and they'd say, hey, put your arms at your sides. She'd legit put her arms at her sides. They were here, and she was free to go, okay? I came to school with the longest shorts I could find at Walmart, okay? I know, Walmart, anyways. And they were to here, which you guys know is long and Walmart length, okay? And they'd be like, hey, put your, and I'd be like, no! And they were like, you need to go to the office. You need to be sent home for pants. And I was like, same rule? Genetics, people. That's not a rule. My arms are long, but the shorts are like, they're good length, okay? I felt sorry for the girl with the hunchback. She had to wear capris. Yeah.
Hey, having fun? Yeah, good, me too. I'm on painkillers, so yeah, not for fun, although it is. I'm actually getting over a neck injury right now. Has anyone ever had a neck injury? It's very, very painful. So I had the neck brace and everything, so everywhere I went, like everybody was asking me, like, what happened to your neck? You know, and I wish I had this awesome story to explain every time people asked me, you know. I wish I could have been like, oh my God, you guys, you're never gonna believe what happened to me last night. But I was having like the most amazing sex with like this young hot guy, and he was just so into me and so in love with me that just right in the middle of it, he just started punching me in the neck. And he was hitting me in the throat, and he was choking me. And that's not what happened. No, I passed out with wet hair and a big bun, and I twisted my neck in the middle of the night. Yeah, naked and drunk by myself, because that's how I roll. That's my life. How are you? Good. Yeah, I'm from Boston originally. Anybody from the East Coast? Yes, sweet, yay, hello. Yeah, I go back to Boston a lot to try and meet dudes, and I kind of have to because I live here now, and like back home in Boston, like I'm considered a normal looking woman, right? Just like a regular person. Okay, here in Los Angeles, I'm considered Helga the freaking bridge troll, okay? No, I swear to God, you guys, I might as well live underneath the Santa Monica Pier and eat cats and kill children and make potions, and it's getting ridiculous. I seriously do. I fly home like 4 or 5 times a year to try and have sex. Isn't that sad? I know, and my family gets all excited, like, oh my God, you're home. You here to do your little comedy shows? I'm like, no, it's the Courtney needs to get laid tour again, Nana. My life sucks. Somebody please touch me or breathe on me or something, or, do you know? It's hard, because it's hard here. Like, all the stereotypes are true. There are so many gorgeous women in Los Angeles, right? I mean, look at you. There's so many of you around. There's a lot of whores here, everybody. Let's just say it. They're everywhere. They're like cockroaches just swarming around the city at all times. They're everywhere, right? There's like, and they won't die, too. They won't. Like, if you step on one, 10 more little sluts will pop out. It's amazing. They're like, and they'll run off and sleep with your boyfriend. And, yeah, but I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I'm not a whore hater. I love you. I've got a bunch of slutty friends, and I couldn't live without you. But, because no one would ever talk to me. But, I don't like bitchy whores. And I know that single guys hate this, you know, and as a woman, this really bothers me, because we've all seen this. There'll be, you know, like some crazy half-naked chick, you know, at the bar, and like a nice, sweet, normal guy will go up to her and try and buy her a drink, and she gets like all proud and bitchy, right? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Just because you're buying me a drink does not mean that I'm going home with you tonight, okay? Okay? What kind of girl do you think I am? Yeah, okay. This is the same girl, 2 hours later. Okay. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh my God, I feel like such a slut. Can't believe I'm doing this. Hey, I never do this, ever. Yeah, I swear to God, this is the first time. I just really like you. Yeah, woo, this is fun. It's kind of fun down here, actually. Yeah. So where are the rest of you guys from? Oh, that's great. Great. Right, girls like that? It's okay, they're not here. They're not. It's dark out. They're up boinking. They're not here to see us. No, and you know, I make fun of women like that for the extremely obvious reason that I'm very jealous. Like, I think that's pretty obvious. Yeah, I'm jealous. You know, because I always get passed up for like that girl, right? Like those kind of girls, and the girls with like the blonde hair and the blue eyes, and you go to the mall and actually buy stuff. Do you know girls like that? Right? Like the girls with the manicures and the pedicures and who shower every day, and I'm busy. I have to do. It's not fair, you know, because I'm not one of those single women who's like, I'm single, I'm in my 30s, I'm so independent, I feel so empowered, my life's so fabulous. I'm not that woman at all. No, I'm not. I'm 32, 31 on MySpace, and I'm not her at all. I do not love being single. And I hate the way television like makes being single in your 30s look like your life is so fabulous and everything's so wonderful, like Sex and the City does this, and I hate the Valtrex commercial for this reason, because they do that too. Have you guys seen this? It's the women's herpes medication, everybody pretending like they don't know what I'm talking about. It's on all the time. We're all adults, we all have televisions, okay. But it's all these women, right, my age, sitting there with their supportive man right by their side, holding their hand through the herpes, because baby, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. How come they all have boyfriends? What the f***? They have herpes! They're gross! That's not fair! That's not fair! It makes it look like you have to have herpes to get a boyfriend. That is wrong. That is wrong. Well, I've never even had an itch, and I can't get a date. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I get no points for my cleanliness and safety. There's no points for me. It's not fair, and I'm not trying to be mean. I feel bad if there's anyone in the audience tonight that has herpes. I'm not making fun of you. It's not your fault. It's not. You probably just got it, and it's not, someone didn't tell you, and it's not your fault. Some of you, you're dirty, disgusting pigs, and you need to pull your together and stop spreading the love and take a bath and seriously knock it off. We can all stop this thing together. You know who you are, you pigs. All right, so listen. I'm dead serious. We can join together. Yeah. Here's my point. There's a point to this. If you're taking Valtrex for your herpes as a woman, you're probably experiencing at least one or two of the side effects, okay? Which include a dry mouth and diarrhea. Yeah, so all three holes are broken. How come you have a boyfriend? You're gross and broken. That's not fair. That's not fair. I have a hole. Okay, anyway. Isn't that sad that that's where I'm at? And I'm like, hi, I have a hole. I bought these new shoes. Ugh. God. I don't know. Yeah. Don't feel bad for me, though. I'm having a fun summer. You guys having a fun summer? Yeah. I've been dating younger dudes. That's my new summer thing. I love younger men. It's fun. Because usually younger guys are drunk enough to find me attractive, and most of the time they need a ride, and I have a really big car. I do. It's got a CD player. I let them play with it. I can keep like 4 in the trunk. I got a little PSP back there, a bowl of candy, and a bunch of Mountain Dew. They love me. I'm extreme. I don't mess around. I got wrestling magazines. I got it all. I got that orange Mountain Dew. I'm working it. Yeah. So I'm thinking about changing my look a little bit, like maybe getting a hairbrush and some makeup. That might help. And I've also had this shirt since 8th grade, so what I'm thinking about doing, I'm not lying. I want to get a tattoo. What do you guys think? No? Oh, wait, let me... Okay, this side of the room says yes, this side of the room says no. Okay, this is what I want to do. You probably got a bad one and you regret it, that's why. Oh, really? Oh, you never got one? Well, I want to do something different. I'm not going to get like the crack too. I'm not going to go there because I wear big grandma underwear and it would cover it and everything. Yeah, I don't want anyone looking at my big fat ass anyway. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to shave just a little bit of my bikini line, like at the top, just a little patch in the corner, okay? And then I want to get a tattoo of like a really big fat guy pushing a lawnmower towards it like this, just like, woo! Wouldn't that be hot? Just like pushing home towards a pet, and like maybe it says like this hole is not broken or something like that. Wouldn't that be cool?
Hi, so I keep getting carded by the woman who works in my neighborhood deli. And I know we should be really flattered when we get carded, but once you hit 30 and you get carded, you can't help but feel like, really? Are you screwing with me? Because let's just take a step back and take in this situation you see before you. I am standing here in a mom cardigan down to my ankles. I'm purchasing a $3 bottle of Chardonnay and a single roll of toilet paper on a Friday night. I'm offended you think this would be me at 20. So if you can just pack up my items in my reusable shopping bag, I need to go home and Photoshop the necklines out of my Facebook pictures. Thank you. Facebook has made me the laziest person ever. I'm friends with all these old classmates from school on Facebook, and do I put any effort in actually catching up with them or acknowledging that we're entirely different people from the last time we've seen each other? No, I'm just like, oh, Jordan Schwartzbaum, the last time I saw you, you peed in the sandbox. And now you're a constitutional lawyer. That's great, accept, and that's it. And we don't do that in real life, right? We don't walk down the street, recognize someone we haven't seen in 20 years, nod in acceptance to each other, and then hurl a giant box of pictures of our kids and our dogs and our vacation photos, and then say nothing until it's each other's birthdays. We don't do that in real life, yet we do it every day in our cubicles. I am trying to make more friends. I am. It's just really hard to be warm and outgoing and friendly and take interest in what other people say and still remain sober enough to drive home. Really trying to work on that. I will actually tell you the type of friend I am. I'm currently accepting applications if you guys are interested. I am the friend who believes your upcoming wedding is a huge mistake. You should not go through with it. Something is wrong with that fiance. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I fear you're gonna end up dead in a dumpster. And I will tell everyone this but you, because that would be rude. And I really want to be the maid of honor. So I am that friend. I'm currently accepting applications. I am married. Here's the one thing I know for certain about marriage. The one rule I know is that every single night for the rest of your life, you must have a 20-minute circular conversation about what you want for dinner. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What are you in the mood for? I don't know. What are you in the mood for? I don't know. What are you not in the mood for? What are your process of elimination? Tacos, we can make tacos. No, I don't want tacos. Why didn't you say that when I asked you what you were not in the mood for? Well, I didn't know I didn't want tacos until you said tacos. Okay, fine, no tacos, yeah. And then you stare at the evening news until somebody caves and finally makes something. Probably tacos. And that is marriage. That's the only thing I know for certain. I wish there was a tooth fairy for adults. Wouldn't that be fun if we had a tooth fairy for adults? But instead of getting something under your pillow every time you lose a tooth, every time you lose a little bit of your dignity, you get something under your pillow. Like a Plan B pill, or bail, or a box of wine, or dignity. That'd be fun. I know I'm getting older because I now feel inferior around a whole new batch of people. I used to feel really silly around the really tall and the really skinny. Now I just feel inferior around that kind of smelly, really hairy guy at the supermarket who had the mind to bring his own reusable produce bags while shopping. I hate getting stuck in the back of the line with that guy because his bounty just looks like a gorgeous cover of Moral Superiority in Wine magazine, while my groceries just looks like what's left over at the bottom of a garbage can after the garbage truck dumped it out. Just like a potato chip sack marinating in garbage juice. So that's my new thing. I was a terrible math student, if you could not tell by the career choices you see before you right now. Terrible at math. Comedy is for people who are incapable of doing anything but aren't hot enough to act. So that's the rules about comedy. Horrible math student. I once got an F+ in math. I was so terrible at math, I actually got a grade that was not mathematically possible. What does the plus, how do you fail plus? Plus more parental disappointment, maybe? Like maybe if the plus sign was replaced by the letter U, I could better understand that grade. So life is officially a slow march to death when you get invited to game night. Once game night becomes a part of your social calendar, you guys, it's over. It's over. Your youth is over. The party is over. In fact, all parties are over. It is just categories in the suburbs until you drop dead face down in an egg timer.